what's supposed to be a hyperbolic vertex. And so if that happens, you'll get a weird looking shape. But sometimes it just looks weird because you're in the middle of making it, and it always looks weird when you're in the middle of making it. Okay. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I need another one up here. This particular one seems to be very floppy. I'm not sure why. I think it's just the paper. They're not usually this floppy when I make them. But if it's floppy, it will become much more stable once the whole thing is constructed. Okay. Well, it's been 8 minutes. I hope you're not actually watching the whole thing. I hope you're fast forwarding or something. Okay, so here's an example where if you're impatient, you might just fold that over. See, and this vertex is perfectly valid if you're making an octahedron, but you're not making an octahedron. You're making dodecahedron. You're making an icosahedron. So, so don't do that. But it's something that students often do, and it's no big deal. It's not that hard to fix. Again, every time I have a pyramid that's ready to be made, I just make it. And keep going around like that. Let's see this guy. Again, I'm concentrating on looking at the object itself. I know not all of this is making it to the screen, but I'm trying to get a lot of it on the screen. Alright, I just keep looking it over to see if I get any clues. I guess I've used all my blues and greens, so the bottom's going to be very, very pink. Alright, well, it is what it is. You know, they say plan your dive and dive your plan. Well, if you have any concerns about where the colors are going to end up, you need to think about that before you start. And if you're not that particular, then it doesn't much matter. Some days I am, some days I'm not. Okay, you know what, I'm going to see if I can raise my screen a little bit, because it's getting harder and harder to see what I'm doing for you. Let me see if this is stable enough. There we go. Right. This part is mostly boring. You probably just need to watch the beginning and the end. So I don't really know why I'm recording the whole thing. I have 3 more pieces on the table. More pieces. This is when the whole plot thickens thing starts happening, because you hope you did it right, and pretty soon you'll find out. I'm pretty sure I did it right because I've made a lot of these, but the first couple times don't expect it to work out this smoothly. Alright. Alright, and so this is what the very last piece looks like going in, right here. Okay? And if you're making a cube, you get to this point very quickly. But in any case, you have to be careful to make sure you fold the flaps out the last two flaps out and set the piece in like so. Because it's very easy, this is a really common student error, is you trap the flaps inside the object. So the thing is, if you were a little mouse crawling around inside, you would see no flaps. It should be completely smooth for an observer on the inside, and you should see only flat squares folded in half. Okay, that's what you'll see from the inside. So make sure all those flaps are out. And you know, it's often the case that things pop out as you're trying to put other things in. It's just part of the process. So this guy was already in and it just popped out on me. So too bad. Alright, just two more tucks and hopefully we'll be good to go. There, and one more. And it's like 13.5 minutes. If I weren't also trying to record, it would have been a little bit faster, but not that much, maybe. Okay, so there we go.